Please stay tuned.
Thank you very much, Excellencies. Permission of the Honorable Minister, you all recall that we lost some officers, and we want to give a minute's silence before we start this program. May their souls rest in peace. Excellencies, the Honorable Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubimi Tunji Ojo, the President of the Ecowas Commission, ably represented by the dynamic commissioner who is responsible for economic affairs and agriculture, Professor Sila Kalilu. Excellencies, the DG, NIA, the Controller General of Nigerian Immigration Service, the DG, NIA, members of the diplomatic or service chiefs, the chair, the chair House Committee on Interior, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we will continue with this recognition as we have the list of presents. So I yield the floor to my colleague to continue with the recognition while we now follow up.
Thank you very much. Let me start by appreciating the presence of the chief host of this event, the Honorable Minister of Interior, and who has brought so much reforms and dynamism to the Interior Ministry with what you've been doing. We appreciate you. Let me also recognize very warmly the presence of another great Nigerian, detribalized pan-Nigerian and Pan-African, Mr. Oluwatosin Adeola Ajayi, MON, Director General, Directorate of State Service. We'd like to appreciate your presence. We also recognize the presence of our dear distinguished guest, who is also here with us, the Director General of NIA, His Excellency Ambassador Mohammed. We also recognize the presence of the Controller General of the NSCDC. We'd like to welcome Professor Ahmed Abakar, PhD, MNI, OFR. We welcome you, sir. We recognize the presence of members and heads of missions and members of the diplomatic community here in their large numbers. My brother and friend has also done quite a good number of recognitions, but it is also very pertinent at this juncture that the tone setting will be done by no less a person than this very amiable Amazon, the Controller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service, who actually invited all of us here. I haven't actually invited her to speak, but I think we should please be able to give her a very thunderous round of applause.
As follow-up to the recognition, we also have the pleasure of having the Secretary to the Government of Federation, ably represented by the Permanent Secretary, Alhaji Mohammed Sanusi Danjuma. You're welcome too, sir. It's very important for us to know that this is the high point in terms of our integration agenda. Today, as we roll out the biometric ID card, which is an enabler, it's very important for us to note again that we are celebrating our 50th anniversary at the Ecowas Commission. It started May 28, where we celebrated the Treaty of Lagos, and that's what brought us in. Our integration agenda also is premised on the need for community to speak to each other. And the first protocol, which is the flagship protocol, is the Protocol of Free Movement of Persons, Residence, and Establishment. And it was quickly followed by harmonization of travel documents. And that's when the travel certificate came in. But because of the security issues and the need to transit in line with the agenda that the Honorable Minister is driving through amiable Controller General, we are now transiting to a biometric identity card. And this identity card also had involvement of Nigeria. The Nigerian Immigration Service participated fully in the drafting and also led to the adoption here in 2024. So, Excellency, that is why immigration here is also rolling it out. At number 7, the first was done by Senegal. It was quickly followed by Guinea-Bissau, then Ghana. After Ghana, we now moved to the Gambia. From the Gambia, Benin. From Benin, then Sierra Leone. Then Nigeria is rolling out in a very big way. So permit me now to invite for the welcome remarks no other person than the Controller General of Immigration, who was the immediate past chair of the heads of immigration in our region. Permit me to invite now Kemi Nana Nandab, and I say PCC, MMIS, FSMN, FSAPS, and probably ENBIC.
Tony, you're allowed to poke fun at me. It's allowed. A very good morning to everyone here. I must specially recognize the fact that we have very eminent and prominent Nigerians here today, and we're grateful for your presence this morning. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation of Nigeria, ably represented by the Permanent Secretary, you're welcome. And of course, our Honorable Minister of Interior, thank you for coming. My dear brother, Director General, SSS, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. My other brother, Director General of NIA, thank you all for coming. Thank you. The Board Secretary, Thank you. And of course, the Commissioner for Ecowas, you're welcome. Very good morning to all. Heads of agencies here present, my colleagues, Dr. Audi, Sylvester, Sly, thank you all for coming. And of course, the member of the Diplomatic Corps, thank you all for coming. A very good morning to you all. I also need to recognize the gentlemen of the press. Thank you all for coming. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming. Your Excellencies, it is my honor to welcome you to this historic rollout of the Ecowas National Biometric Identity Card, also known as Enbic. Today marks a major milestone in our collective journey towards deeper regional integration, enhanced mobility, and strengthened border security across ECOWAS sub-region. This launch represents not only a technical achievement, but it's also a strategic leap forward in modernizing our identity and travel management systems. I must begin by acknowledging the steadfast leadership of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, whose renewed hope agenda places strong emphasis on secure borders, economic revitalization, and regional cooperation. His commitment has provided the enabling environment for this project to reach full operationalization. I also express profound appreciation to the Honorable Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, for his dynamic guidance and unwavering support throughout every stage of this deployment. This ceremony is the culmination of years of meticulous planning, policy alignment, and technical collaboration across the ECOWAS community. The successful rollout of the Enbic is firmly rooted in the authority of ECOWAS heads of states and government, particularly the decision A/DCE/2/7/85, which advances the biometric travel identity regime established under the Fundamental Protocol of Free Movement of Persons, Residents, and Establishment. Today, we decommission the former paper-based ECOWAS travel certificate, and we transition today to a secure, digital, and interoperable credential. This signals a new era in regional mobility. The Enbic has been developed in line with international standards, including Annex 9 and Chapter 3 of the ICAO document 9303. This ensures that the card is machine readable. It is also embedded with advanced cryptographic features, and it is built on a globally recognized security architecture. The Enbic represents a paradigm shift in cross-border governance. As a multifunctional document, it serves multi-purposes. It serves as a biometric travel document for intra-regional mobility. It also serves as a veritable identity card and also as a resident permit for ECOWAS citizens within member states. Its biometric core is anchored on high-quality facial image and fingerprint data. It establishes a secure and reliable link between the holder and the credential. It also enables seamless data exchange and interoperability across borders. Beyond its identity and travel functions, the socio-economic implications are profound. By offering an accessible option for regional travel, the Enbic directly empowers citizens, especially those who are engaged in small-scale trade, cross-border commerce, and labor mobility is encouraged. This rollout mirrors Nigeria's commitment to promoting safe, orderly, and regular migration in line with global frameworks such as the Global Compact for Migration. From a security standpoint, the Enbic strengthens our national and regional architecture for border protection. The integration of real-time biometric verification enhances our ability to deter, detect, and disrupt transborder criminal activities. It equips our officers with modern-day tools to authenticate identities, reduce document fraud, and combat the illicit networks that enable trafficking in persons, migrant smuggling, and other cross-border threats. In addition, the Enbic delivers far-reaching practical benefits, which includes strengthening of regional security and safe travel experiences, a secure and veritable means of personal identification, enhanced facilitation of trade, commerce, and cross-border services. It's also a faster and more efficient border processing, reducing waiting times for travelers. That ensures that facilitation of passengers are done in a more faster way. It also expands opportunities for tourism and investment purposes. And lastly, what the Enbic brings to fore is the fact that you have deeper regional cooperation and integration in line, of course, with the Ecowas long-term vision. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Ecowas National Biometric Identity Card is far more than a credential. It is a foundational instrument for building a more secure, integrated, and prosperous West Africa. It reflects the power of regional unity. It also promises the use of technology, and it also shares the aspiration of all our member states. As we launch this initiative in a significant way today, Nigerian Immigration Service reaffirms its unwavering commitment to professional excellence, effective migration management, and the modernization of our border governance systems. With continued collaboration and strategic partnership, we will ensure the successful implementation of the Ecowas National Biometric Identity Card, and we will also strengthen our contribution to regional stability and economic development. Once again, I welcome you all to this historic moment, and I thank you all for your attendance. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and may God bless the ECOWAS community. Thank you all for listening.
I'm not satisfied with that round of applause for this Amazon doing great things for Nigeria and ECOWAS. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Indeed, I'd like to recognize very quickly the presence of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Olukoyode Adeolu Egbetokun, PhD, NPM, ably represented here by the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 7 Headquarters, AIG Victor Olaiya, PSC Daga. Please let's welcome him with a round of applause. As we also recognize the presence of the Controller General of the Nigerian Correctional Service is here with us in flesh and blood. Please join me in welcoming Sylvester Ndidi Nwakuche. Please a warm round of applause for him. MNI, thank you so much for coming, sir. We appreciate you. If there are other recognitions, we will continue to do just that as we make progress. We'll be taking a few goodwill messages from some partners and the representatives. The very quick one would like to invite very quickly to speak on behalf of IOM. Would like to invite Ms. Namanche Sharon to please come over to the microphone and the podium for her goodwill message. Please a warm round of applause for how she makes her way here. Please, one more round of applause for her, please.
And so she will do her goodwill message herself. Thank you.
Excellencies, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. I'm talking to you. Thank you very, very much for allowing IOM, allowing myself to be here present. I think at this very, very important event. For me, it is an honor to join you today as Nigeria marks a very, very major milestone in identity management and regional integration through the rollout of the Ecowas National Biometric Identity Card. On behalf of IOM, I commend the federal government of Nigeria, the Ministry of Interior, my sister, the Comptroller General for Immigration, and the Ecowas Commission, and all the different partners for their leadership, for the commitment to getting to where we are today. This launch for me is more than just a technical achievement. It is a very strategic step towards secure mobility, stronger border governance, and economic integration across ECOWAS. NBIC ensures identity is verifiable. It is very secure and rights-based, reinforcing Nigeria's leadership in implementing regional protocols and advancing priorities on security and digital governance. Coming in from IOM, we have been honored and privileged to work with government along with ECOWAS. We have worked closely with Nigerian government to strengthen systems and capacities through upgrading infrastructure and improving data management, training NIS officers on responsible biometric data handling, and facilitating interagency coordination and regional knowledge exchanges. These efforts ensure that we are able to come here today, and they have shaped the roadmap that led to the success that we are seeing today. This achievement reflects Nigeria's commitment to secure right-based identity systems and moving forward, continued capacity building systems, ensuring that we have upgrades and cross-border cooperation will be very, very essential. From IOM side, I would like to stand ready to provide technical expertise and policy support as Nigeria consolidates its identity ecosystems and advances safe and regional mobility. Today, we celebrate progress, we celebrate partnership, and a shared vision of a region where mobility is safe, where identity is secure, and governance respects dignity. Again, a huge congratulations to the federal government of Nigeria, to Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister, to my dear sister, CGI, to the ECOWAS team, and to all of you for the really, really hard work that you put into the effort that we are seeing today. And thank you so much for allowing IOM to be part of your journey, to be part of your achievement today. Thank you.
We can make better that round of applause for her. And thank you very much for lending your voice to what's going on here this morning. Very quickly, I'd like to, without much ado, invite the representative of the European Union to please come forward and also lend his voice to what we're doing here. I'd like you to please join me in welcoming Mr. Reuben. Please, a warm round of applause for him as he comes forward.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Honorable Minister. Commissioner, Controller General of Immigration, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, permit me please to stand on existing protocol. And on behalf of the European Union and our ambassador, who is not here in Abuja today, I would like to warmly congratulate Nigeria for achieving such a landmark. Indeed, you are making history today. We come together to roll out the Ecowas Biometric ID. And it's part of the 50th anniversary of ECOWAS. As you know, the European Union has been investing millions of naira, supporting both ECOWAS and Nigeria and the rest of the countries in the region in their regional integration efforts and the implementation of the various protocols to promote the freedom of movement in the region. We've done this because this is also our own experience in the Schengen area. We know that together we're stronger and we are able to provide more benefits, more opportunities for our citizens. I would also like to remind you that the European Union has also been supporting the Digital ID initiative in Nigeria. And all in all of these investments are also contributing. I would like to say that we've been one of the midwives that have also somewhat supported the birth of this wonderful ID initiative that we are witnessing today. Nigeria is making substantial progress in providing biometric identification for its citizens according to the state-of-the-art international standards. And this can only benefit citizens. And it can also enhance the security in the region. In a context where everybody seems to be questioning also the need and for further investments to make sure that we all can tackle common challenges in security, organized transborder organized crime, and so on and so forth. So we remain committed as European Union to continue supporting the full rollout of Enbic. We should not rest in our laurels, but we need to make sure that we fully implement and we start providing identity cards as soon as possible. In fact, I would like to apply for one. I'm not sure if I actually qualify for it, but I think it's a wonderful initiative, and we sincerely hope that no one will be left behind and anyone will be able to get that card to make sure that they can benefit for the opportunities that come with it, whether to use it as an ID, whether as a travel document, whether as a resident permit. Anyone, everyone is to benefit from it. So once again, congratulations also from us for allowing us to be here with you on this historical day, and we really count on your support and your commitment to enhance our partnership for the benefit of all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ruben. Speaking on behalf of the European Union, I would like to appreciate and recognize the presence of the Controller General Customs Service, represented here by Deputy Controller General Dera Nadi MNI. Please a warm round of applause for Dera Nadi MNI. Thank you very much. As we make progress, I'd like to then yield the floor for a few goodwill messages. And it is very pertinent at this juncture that we listen to the goodwill of none other than the Director General NIA. Director General NIA, His Excellency Ambassador Mohammed, and we deeply appreciate your presence at this event this morning. Okay, I've been told that there won't be the need for that. Okay, so we can make progress. How about our DSS? All that we step down. I can understand why, because we have the Honorable Minister of Interior here, and they feel that when he speaks, he is speaking for all of them. So please, let's put our hands together for him one more time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yes, Senator. Thank you, Honorable Minister. You know, the beneficiaries are still here, and it's very important that even if it's 2 minutes, we get a goodwill message from those in the private sector. And Honorable Minister, with your kind permission, and can you allow me to invite the Executive Director for FEWASE. FEWASE is the Chambers of Commerce at the regional level, Federation. So Ambassador Aminu, please come and just give 1 minute. You know, since you're from the private sector, time is money. And so we're giving you that blank check for just 1 minute. Because it will be quickly followed by those who are into SMEs. The chairperson, one minute, please. We'll be strict with that one. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tony Lumi. Honorable Ministers, Monsieur le Commissaire, le Président de la Commission, good morning, everybody. But give me 1 minute. I have two pages for the presentation. I will quickly go ahead and say that we at private sector, we are very happy to have this initiative launched in Nigeria. We were expecting this initiative since 2014. We have it. It's good for the security. It's good for the business. On behalf of private sector in West Africa, we want to appreciate the Nigerian government, all the entity in charge of this initiative. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. I hope I used the 1 minute.
So thank you very much. We are also very grateful that you actually made it very business-like with just spending less than a minute. And so we hope that this person I'm going to invite will follow suit for brevity of time. And I'd like to be inviting at this juncture the President SME's Engineer Yerima. Please, a warm round of applause for him. You have just 1 minute as well. Thank you. Please, can we pay way for Engineer Yerima as he makes his way here to the podium.
Excellencies, good morning. It's a great pleasure for me to be here, and I would like to congratulate the MSME ecosystem in Africa and in West Africa, in particular in Nigeria. We align with this objective, and we are very, very much excited to be part of this, and we assure you that we will work through with you to the impact of this thing. Thank you.
Thank you. You see, the private sector people are very conscious, the time and everything. Then, Honorable Minister, we have a musical interlude that will not take more than 2 minutes. Or do we put it at the end? Okay, thank you very much. And on that note, I think to bring in the big masquerade, somebody who has been dynamic and also have driven immigration to the first-class level with a lot of innovation. I think Nigeria will clap. A lot of innovation in digital process where you find out that when you talk about immigration in Nigeria, you talk about excellence. And it has to take to the initiative of the Honorable Minister and the enforcement and the vision of the Controller General. Excellence is to introduce him very, very well. Andy, please, you know there are quite a lot of things. Okay, fine, thank you. I think I missed, before the minister comes in, the biometric ID card is the baby of Ecowas. Because without Ecowas, we won't be talking about border crossing. But it goes beyond that of the state. I want to say that representing the president of the Ecowas Commission is a man that is in charge of 9 directorates and also 3 agencies at the region. He is also responsible for free movement of persons, goods, and services, which means that customs is there. So he's responsible for immigration at the ECOWAS, customs, trade, environment, all the economic issues in the region. And that's why the president said, okay, if I'm not here, you must be there. His name is Professor Sila Kalilu. And he may decided to speak French, Portuguese, and English at the same time. So, Honorable Minister, permit me to now invite the representative of the Ecowas President, His Excellency Professor Sila Khalilou. Vous avez la parole, s'il vous plaît, mon grand patron. Je suis là avec vous. Merci. And one other thing, he was my commissioner, and she was my Controller General. So that is it. So, Excellency, vous avez la parole, s'il vous plaît.
Au niveau des États membres.
Au niveau des États membres.
Thank you very much, my colleague Tony. It's my pleasure to meet him. Very happy to be here with you. Your Excellencies, Honorable Minister of Interior of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Honorable Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria here present, heads of ECOWAS Commission, representative of Diplomatic Court, the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol duly observed. It's both an honor and a privilege for me to address you today on behalf of the President of ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Umar Aliou Touré, as we witness an historic milestone in your journey towards regional integration, the launch of the economic national biometric identity card here in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Allow me to begin by expressing my profound appreciation to the government and the people of Nigeria and the Nigeria Immigration Services for your laudable commitment to this initiative. Our dedication reflects Nigeria leadership in advancing ECOWAS integration. Thank you very much, Nigeria, for all this progress. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, I have 4 messages on behalf of the President of ECOWAS Commission. The first, I should see 3 messages. The first one, our region is facing security challenges as the first place in terms of death due to terrorism in the world. But in this disaster, we can see leadership working at this moment. At the moment of my address, our army, ECOWAS army, is in Guinea-Bissau to avoid civil war and allow brothers and sisters to dialogue about the future. Son and daughter of our region are actually in this country to ease dialogue. Comprise the former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan. Also, ECOWAS has an army forces led by Brigadier General Edouard Edenwunya Ojabo, ECOWAS force commanders, with his brother and sister of Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Senegal, and Nigeria also. I'm here also to celebrate a nation, a great nation. We are proud of Nigeria. Please applaud for Nigeria. In this crisis, this world crisis, the leadership of Nigeria inspires all the citizens of West Africa. Once again, Mr. Minister, thank you for your commitment. The second message, in the world in transition, where in the transition economy, the insecurity level is higher, and in this region is the solution. The regional integration is a solution. We also the partnership. 2 of them are drivers of resilience. Here again, I would like to thank all the partners, we are supporting the process for the biometric card, notably European Union and all of the partners. I will ask you to applaud for them, and thank you very much for that. Again, in 2100, Nigeria will be between the top five countries with the highest GDP in the world. I repeat again, 2100. It should be far, but it's it's not very far. Nigeria will be between the top 5 countries with the highest GDP in the world. So this country should take the lead on this, what we are doing now, to secure the citizenship within the region. We need to work with Nigeria to secure the citizenship in our region. And the Enbic rollout in Nigeria is only the beginning. We envision a robust regional implementation of the Enbic by all the Ecowas member states. We will foster a regional and we will foster the regional. I will finish my message here again to say that we are proud that Nigeria take the lead of this initiative, and we will be happy as ECOWAS to spread it within the region. And in conclusion, I commend Nigeria for its leadership in this historic launch. Enbic is more than a card; it's a symbol of unity, progress, and shared destiny for West African citizens. Together, let us embrace this milestone and continue building a truly integrated West Africa. Thank you again, and may God bless ECOWAS, and may God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much.
I don't think you are clapping for only member states. Thank you, Excellency, Honorable Commissioner, for that speech, and also reiterating the role of Nigeria in regional peace, security, and trade. This you cannot joke with. Thank you, Commissioner, for your message. The next to speak will permit me to recognize the presence of the representative of the chairman of NDLEA, Ahmed Sule Ningi, who is the Director of Operations and Investigation. You are welcome, sir. Yes, sir. And the next to speak, you see that we found out that when we came here, the minister should be the one to receive everybody. And the beauty will be, he won't start talking and nest again, because you need to also take an aspiration from what others are doing. The Secretary General, who is represented here, will want to say something, then the minister will now conclude for the first session. So don't be surprised the way we are taking it. So to speak now is the Secretary General of Federation, Secretary to the Government of Federation, sorry. Who is ably represented by Mohammed Sanusi Danjuma. So you have the floor, sir. Thank you, sir.
The Honorable Minister of Interior, representative of the President of the Ecowas Commission, the CG Immigration Service, who is our host here, the DG DSS, the DG NIA, the CG Correctional Service, the DG NSCDC, representative of the IGP, representative of the CG Custom, members of Diplomatic Corps here, honorable representative from ECOWAS member states, distinguished development partners, captain of industry and leaders of organized private sectors, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm here to present the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, who is unavoidably absent, and I'm reading his keynote address. Today, we gather to witness the tangible fulfillment of a vision conceived by founding fathers of the Ecowas community of West African states. We are not just here to roll out an identity card. We are here activating a powerful engine for regional transformation. The Ecowas National Biometric Identity Card, Enbic, is a key that will unlock a chapter of secure, integrated, and prosperous West Africa, directly reflecting the core principle of the administration of His Excellency Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Renew Hope Agenda, the principle of innovation, security, and inclusive economic growth. From its inception in May 28, 1975, ECOWAS has stood as an unshakable pillar of Nigeria has stood as an unshakable pillar of ECOWAS, driven by conviction that our collective destiny is indivisible. Our nation has invested diplomatically, financial, and technical resources to see that the project has come to fruition. From the crucial summit in 2014, where the framework for the decision of the ECOWAS National Biometric Data was conceived here in Nigeria, to the persistent advocacy, collaborative efforts of our immigration services and relevant ministries, Nigeria's commitment has been consistent and resolute. This card is a monument to our shared political will and testament to what we can achieve when we prioritize regional stability over narrow national interest. Ladies and gentlemen, the rollout today is not the end of the journey, but a powerful new beginning. To build this momentum, I call for one, accelerated deployment, in which I urge all member states to prioritize the nationwide rollout of the Enbic, ensuring our citizens from Lagos to Dakar, from Accra to Cape Verde, can access this card promptly and efficiently. I also urge our technical team to work relentlessly to ensure that full operationality of the national database, creating a truly seamless and unified system. Private sector partnership is very key. In this regard, I call on private sector, especially in the financial and technology sector, to innovate and develop valuable added services that go around with the identity platform to drive financial inclusion and digital commerce. We need also ensure it is a sustained collaboration to our development partners, the EU, the GIZ, the IOM, and others. Your support has been invaluable. The work, we look forward to a deepening collaboration to ensure the long-term sustainability and scaling of the project. In conclusion, fellow Africans, today we hold in our hand a simple card, but in our hearts we hold a profound hope. We are distributing more than plastic. We are distributing more than dignity to our market women, visibility to our informal traders, security to our nation, and unity of the region. The Enbic is our collective promise, a promise of West Africa where our borders are bridges to opportunities and not barriers to progress. A West Africa that is not just a commerce, not connected by geography, but woven together in destiny by shared prosperity and common security. Let us march forward together with courage and conviction to build a brighter future to our generation to come. Thank you. May God bless the Republic of Nigeria. May God bless ECOWAS, and may God bless the entire African continent. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Excellency, for that remark. Also, permit me to recognize the president of Euphoria, the partner to immigration, Abdullahi Igere. You are welcome, sir. To bring in the big masquerade, it's not everyone that have that capacity to introduce him. So I will get somebody who is stronger than I, and so that I will not make mistake and my passport is withdrawn. Excellency, permit me now to bring in Andy. Please make sure that every word, morpheme, syntax, everything that you do is compatible for the achievement done so far by immigration under his leadership. So I yield the floor to you. Please do the appropriate introduction. Applause for him first before. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, our special guest, Ivana, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The highlights of all that's been said here today shows that today's rollout is much more than a statement of progress. It's a statement of progress, it's a statement of innovation, and a statement of unity of purpose. And in a nutshell, it is also a step towards a region where identity is secure, movement is seamless, and our shared future is strengthened. That's the essence of this event. And I think the Honorable Minister of Interior and, of course, hosts, the CG Immigrations, and all of those lieutenants in your office who have put this together deserve a very big round of applause. Can we please give it up for them one more time? Thank you very, very much. I'm privileged to be the one to invite a man who is a reformer, a visionary, and a leader whose impact continues to redefine the landscape of Nigeria's internal security and identity management. Under his watch, innovation has become policy, efficiency has become culture, and service delivery has taken on a new life. His commitment to digital transformation, border management, and the safety of every Nigerian has earned him a whole lot of respect, not just within the government circle, but also across the nation. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about none other than our chief host, the Honorable Minister. And I must say at this juncture that your leadership is a proof that when vision meets competence, progress becomes inevitable. And we celebrate your drive, we celebrate your clarity of purpose, and we also celebrate your relentless pursuit of a better and a safer Nigeria, and by extension, a safer Ecowas. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Honorable Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, for his very keynote and remarks at this point. We can do better with that round of applause for the Honorable Minister as he makes his way to the podium. The Honorable Minister of Interior, sir.
Thank you. Let me start by recognizing the Secretary, Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, ably represented by the Permanent Secretary. Let me especially recognize the President of Ecowas, ably represented here. And let me recognize especially members of the diplomatic corps, and of course my elder brother, I call him Maegbo, that's Mr. Tosin. I recognize you, the Director General of the Department of State Security. And of course, the CG referred to him as my other brother, but I will call him my brother, not my other brother. That's His Excellency Ambassador Mohammed. So good, they named him twice, Mohammed. And of course, let me recognize the Secretary to the Board of in Interior, that's General Jibril, retired but not tired. And let me especially recognize the country director of the IOM. Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for the partnership. We appreciate you. And let me recognize the representative of the European Union. Thank you for the support and thank you for the collaboration. I will also love to recognize, my sister just came in, the DG of NIMSI, National Identity Management Commission. My own engineer, Bisoye Odushote Koka, I recognize you. And also, let me recognize the CG of the NSCDC, Professor Audi, AA Audi, Ahmed Audi, OFR, you're recognized. And of course, the CG of the Correctional Service, Sylvester, not Sly, Sylvester, I recognize you. Then, of course, the president of our partner, that's the private partner that collaborated on this particular project, Euphoria. I want to recognize you, Alaji Gure. Right, I want to recognize you, thank you. And of course, the representative, because we understand that there's no point we can do this without collaboration with border communities. And I have to recognize the representative of the Border Community Development Agency, my own brother, Sadiq. You're welcome, thank you for coming. And also the representative of the IG of police, ACG, we recognize you very specially. And of course, the representative of the CG of Customs Service, we recognize you specially for being here. And please, for want of time, I can't be recognizing everybody individually, but please just take it as you've been well recognized and appreciated. But before I go on, it's important, the fourth estate of the realm, the press. I want to thank you for coming, for amplifying our voice at all times. I want to say a very big thank you. To me, today it's not about Ministry of Interior, and today it's not about the Nigerian Immigration Service. Today is about the dream of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu meeting the tenacity and of course the commitment of the great officers of the NIS for the emancipation of the great people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Today is about the president, and I'll tell you why I said this. When we launched NINOT some couple of weeks ago, and while I was asked to speak, I referred to the president as GIFR, Grand Innovator of the Federal Republic. This is a testament to that fact. We can see that this launching, the rollout is coming 11 years after the project was conceived by the Ecowas. For us in Nigeria, that is very unlike Nigerian. It's not a Nigerian standard. No. The Nigerian standard is based on efficiency and timely delivery of results. That is who we are. So today, we are talking about 11 years. But this president came on board in 2023, 2 years ago, and gave us the marching order that Nigeria must play its role in Ecowas. The role of Nigeria as the most populous black nation on earth is a role of leadership. And we must provide that leadership. And providing that leadership is never going to be by virtue of our utterances or in words, but by practicalizing our intentions and making them become a reality. And that is what this president has done. Today, we're launching this card 11 years after, coming 7th after 6 other countries have launched theirs. For me, am I celebrating that? I'm not celebrating it. But the good news is it might not have been at a time that we required, but the good thing is it's finally done. It's been done. With the launch of this, we understand the implication for our regional security above all. This is a foundation upon which our security agencies can build effective intelligence gathering mechanism. This is a foundation because you can't protect who you don't know. Every day people come through the border. Identification becomes a challenge. And as a result of that, insecurity becomes the outcome. But with this, regular migration becomes an asset to us in West Africa. I've never been against migration. After all, we are all products of migration. But what I'm against is irregular migration. That has to be controlled, that has to be managed. But with the launch of this, we can now move to the next stage of making sure that just like Ghana has done with the Ghana card, this is integrated into the public key directory of ICAO. That's the next thing. So that at every point of entry, there is a seamless verification and authentication system. This card, it's not just for the purpose of having it. It's for economic and security reasons. And we must never remove our eyes off the ball. So for us, Nigeria is committed. We have the leadership in this country at this point in time that does not talk about will, but that believes in the word have. It's not about what we will do, it's about what we have done. And we understand the challenge of our great country. But the good news is that these challenges are coming at a time when we have a man that can surmount them at the helms of affairs. And when you want to know how efficient a man is, please check his team. Check his team. You're only as good as your team. And I can boldly say it anywhere in the world that we have some of the finest officers that this country has ever produced heading our agencies. And as a result of this, I tell you, we are building a structure. Security is about structure. It's not an ad hoc arrangement. No country secures itself without first knowing its citizens. You can't. And no country secures itself. There is no homeland without border control. But it's important for us to know that at this particular point in time, we have a government that is building the structure. Just like the structure was built with regards to the Fiscal Act of Nigeria, today, this government has saved $15 billion in forex subsidy annually, $10 billion in fuel subsidy. That's $25 billion in subsidizing consumption by the elites. It takes a man of courage to end that. Trust me. It's one of the most difficult decisions anybody can take. Years in, as governments have been coming, and we keep parrying it, postponing the evil day. It got to a stage in 2022 when Nigeria spent about 86%, about 96% of its revenue to service debt. It took this president to end that and moved us from the era and the arena of consumption to an era of production to consume. That is leadership. That is statesman. So today it's important we speak about some of these things when we have the opportunity as ministers in this cabinet. Because we need to remind people where we were, for where we are to be appreciated. A man that loses sight of his yesterday might not appreciate his today. So with regards to the Enbic, just like Mr. President did with the APIS, in 2014, the United Nations Security Council, for that matter, came up with a resolution in 2014 with regards to APIS, Advanced Passenger Information System. It will interest you that in 2017, there was a reinforcement order and a mandatory order for all nations to deploy APs to secure your border, to know who is coming and who is going out. It was never done until 2024 when this president got it done. So what we have today, and we need to appreciate, I'm not here to campaign, but I'm here to set the record straight, is that this government inherited situations but decided not to give excuses but to straighten situations. I'm happy today that in 2024 Nigeria deployed its AP solution to conform with the UN resolution of 2014. So nobody comes in to Nigeria without us knowing before they come. That is leadership, that is security, that is border control. For this particular project, I'm the happiest person that we're launching this. One, for economic reasons. If you are not traveling outside of Ecowas, please don't come and disturb my passport system. You don't need passport. Go and get Ecowas card. It takes you to Ecowas countries. So what it means is that whatever anybody says about passport is beyond a form of identification. If you are not traveling outside of ECOWAS, then you have no business with international passport. So this provides a means of travel for our small businessmen. To that woman who lives in Lagos, who goes to Benin Republic, to Cotonou to trade, he doesn't need to be burdened with passport. To that man who stays in Borno and goes to Niger or Chad to do business, he doesn't need passport anymore. For that person who just trades within the ECOWAS sub-region, we have taken pressure by deploying this off our passport system. We have taken the pressure off the passport system. So if you know you want passport, then it has to be that you are traveling outside of ECOWAS. So the era when somebody will say, oh, passport because of poverty, that's not true anywhere in the world. So this has provided a means via which people acquire this card, they can travel within ECOWAS region. So I also see this as a foundation of a regional database that might come. We will discuss that with ECOWAS later. In such a way that the era when migration data in an ECOWAS country is not available we have to find a way to synchronize. So that wherever you are coming from, we have to build that security architecture together. I don't want to talk too much about it, but we will seek that. We'll talk about it. We cannot manage our migration process in an isolated manner. No. Look at Schengen, the wonderful thing they've done. And I always say this, there is nothing the Schengen countries have achieved that ECOWAS cannot achieve. That's the truth. It's all about the will, because we have the brain to get it done. So this has provided us that foundation that we need to solve the problem of identity management, transborder identity management within the sub-region. And I hope we will be able to take it to the next level. Having said this, I want to congratulate Mr. President for this solution. This is about his vision. This is about him fulfilling a promise that he made to the Nigerian people. This is about economic emancipation for the great people of Nigeria. And this is about us standing tall, knowing fully well that we have fulfilled the promise we made to the Nigerian people. And we want to assure you, we will not rest until this is fully deployed, until this is fully acquired by Nigerians everywhere. After this solution, the next solution immigration will be deploying is the STEP, which is the single travel emergency passport. The era when you misplace your passport and you are stranded abroad and you are finding it difficult to come home, you need to go to the embassy to go and get a travel certificate. By the grace of God, by January, that era will be gone. With your phone, even if you lose your bag, if you lose anything with your phone or access to any phone, you should be able to get that document that brings you back home. We want to make service available to the people, closer to the people, while also being able to have access to data. Data is the new oil all over the world. By the grace of God, we're launching the STEP program in January. And I want to give you one last word. Let's continue to trust in the capacity of this government to solve the challenges that we have. Do we have problems in Nigeria? We don't. Do we have challenges? Yes, just like any other country. Let us appreciate the sacrifices that our men in the security circle are making for this great country. Trust me, they are burning the midnight oil, not to create just an ad hoc solution, but to create a structural solution that will solve whatever our challenges might be once and for all. Nation building is a joint task. Ask yourself, and let me ask myself, what's been my contribution to nation building and the enhancement of national security? Do your path, I do my path, and Nigeria will be greater for it. God bless you.
You will agree with me that he has actually just raised the appraisal of all the security men and women in Nigeria. Can we give him a thunderous round of applause by giving him a standing ovation? Thank you so much. Thank you. That clap can come louder than that, please, for the Honorable Minister. Thank you so very much indeed. As you take your seats, I'd like to, he actually did this for us in the course of his remarks, but it is pertinent to also recognize the presence of the Director General Engineer Bisoye Odushote Koka, who's the Director General National Identity Management Commission. Please let's welcome her with a round of applause. And we're moving with the speed the event deserves, so my colleague will be coming up next.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner. I know I mentioned it, I don't have the capacity to introduce you. The lecture is well understood. Thank you for your exceptional service to the nation. Now we're going to quickly go to the next item, which will be the unveiling of the Ecowas National Biometric ID card. And the way we're going to go is that the Minister will be accompanied by the CG, SGF represented, the President of the Ecowas Commission, then the DG SSS, DG NIA, and we're going to do it in a very orderly manner so that everybody will be involved. So we take all this role, please, Excellency, Honorable Minister, while this is going on, the video about the biometric ID card, Madam, who is the chief, will also lead her minister and the dignitaries that I've mentioned to go and unveil this very important travel document. Comptroller General, you are highly invited to lead the minister, the president of the Ecowas Commission. Please let us make it orderly. The other CGs should also accompany them.
CG Correctional Service, CGNS, CDC, and our partners.
No, it's remotely done. This is immigration.
Across West Africa, millions of people cross borders every day.
Can you stop the video for now, please?
If you have any movable microphone, bring it.
If you have a handheld mic, please can we have one quickly? Can this go? No, not that one. Hold on, he's trying to.
Hello. So it secures their livelihood wherever they are in the West African country. It ensures that once they stay there, they are entitled to live, work, and they make their money. They're entitled. This registers them once they come in. And for us also at our borders, it's a form of border control as well. We are getting data from everyone coming in, and it's not just manual data, but it's logged into our biometric database. So for us, it's a win-win. We're securing our border in a better way. We're encouraging trade. We're also facilitating travel, because with this card now, it's easy for people to just cross the border. There's no question of harassment. Facilitation is faster. You swipe your card and you move. Yes, sir. 2014. So this is a historic moment for us. Yes. And Nigeria now joins other Ecowas states to actually have the card. And this card will be available in all states. We've deployed our systems to all the states where they can get it. They can go and apply for it. The application is very simple. The application is also online. You apply. It's automated, so you don't need to, it's not, the waiting time is it's limitless. I mean, it's very short. So it's a win-win for Nigerian people. I think it's a welcome idea, because for the lady who works in, who is in Seme border, you need to cross over to Igolo or to Benin to buy your fish and come back. All you do is just swipe it across, and that's it. And that way we're getting record of who's passing through. We know who is coming into the country. So I think this is a wonderful initiative that we're deploying today. And I thank you all for coming. Thank you very much. Thank the President, of course. I mean, the President has enabled this, because with the Renewed Hope agenda, this has come true. This dream we've been building for over 11 years now, and it has come to fruition today. So we thank the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Thank you very much for your leadership. Thank you for your support. Thank you for what you're doing for the country. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, CG. Thank you, Honourable Minister, dignitaries. We will now go into our photo session. The President of the Ecowas Commission, for the benefit of all, the CG. Okay. Sorry, we're going to do the group photograph now. Okay.
Please, already most of our guests are itching to head back to their office. If this background can be changed, then we'll have the pictures here before we call it a day from here. But very quickly, I'd like to once again recognize the presence of the Chairman EFCC, represented here by ACE Michael Wektas, FIC, and Zonal Director, EFCC Abuja Zonal Directorate. We want to welcome you. Please, can we change the background so quickly that we can then invite the CG to lead the Honorable Minister, the SGF, the DG, NIA, DG, DSS, and all the CGs of the sister organizations to please join them here for a photograph. Chairman Ecowas, President Ecowas representative, DG National Identity Management Commission, and all the gentlemen that are seated here. Please, can we have you stand this way, please? Up, yes, let's join them for a photograph. I think we can come up. If we're not asking for too much, we'd like that you come right up. President ECOWAS, Commission, and all of you are dignitaries that are meant to be on the front row. Representative of EFCC Chairman, please. The representative of the Inspector General of Police. I think we'll have some of you down and some of you up. We'll have some of you dignitaries down and some of you up, please. That's the best way to go with this.
So this will be taken twice. For those who have not been accommodated in the first one, they will now come up, please.
DGNCAA, we've not forgotten that you're here with us. Okay, we are taking this in two batches. The next batch, CG Immigrations will stay back. The Honorable Minister and SGF's representative will stay back as we invite a few more. The Chief, CGMA, please, we want the SGF and the Minister of Interior to join you. Honorable Minister, sir. Honorable Minister of Interior, sir. We have one more batch of photographs to go. We're inviting the DG DSS and DGNIA, DGNCA, representative of the Chairman EFCC, CG Immigrations, ma. Please, you and the Honorable Minister on the stage with the SGF's representative, as well as the CG